Right now, something in your life is hurting. Maybe it's physical, maybe it's mental, maybe it's emotional, but something hurts. And you're thinking about quitting. Maybe you won't call it that. Maybe you'll call it taking a break, or being realistic, or choosing a different path. But let's be honest about what it really is. Quitting. And before you do, before you make that choice, I need you to understand something. Pain is temporary. But quitting lasts forever. The pain you're feeling right now, whether it's been hours or days or months, it's temporary. It will pass, it will fade, it will end. But the moment you quit, that decision, that choice to give up, that's permanent. You can never undo it. You can never take it back. You can never unknow that when things got hard, you walked away. So before you quit, before you let temporary pain make a permanent decision, you need to hear this. Let's talk about what pain actually is. Pain is your body's way of saying, this is hard. Pain is your mind's way of saying, this is uncomfortable. Pain is life's way of saying, this is where growth happens. See, most people think pain is the enemy, something to avoid, something to run from. But pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Physical pain teaches you your limits so you can push past them. Mental pain teaches you your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. Emotional pain teaches you what matters so you can protect it. The problem is, we live in a world that's obsessed with comfort, a world that tells you if something hurts, stop doing it. If something's hard, choose something easier. If something challenges you, find a way around it. And that sounds nice, right? Avoid pain, seek comfort, take the easy road. But here's what that world doesn't tell you. Every dream you have lives on the other side of pain. Every goal worth achieving requires you to hurt for it. Every version of yourself that you want to become, you have to suffer to get there. The body you want, that requires the pain of training when you don't want to. The business you want, that requires the pain of failing over and over. The relationship you want, that requires the pain of vulnerability and growth. The life you want, that requires the pain of discipline and sacrifice. The ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." The pain isn't the problem. Your relationship with pain is the problem. You think pain is a stop sign. It's not. Pain is a mile marker. It's telling you you're on the right path. It's telling you you're growing. It's telling you you're doing something that matters. Because easy things don't hurt. And easy things don't create extraordinary results. So when you feel that pain, when everything in you wants to stop, that's not a sign to quit. That's a sign you're getting closer. Closer to the breakthrough. Closer to the transformation. Closer to becoming who you're meant to be. The pain is temporary, but what you're building, that lasts forever. Now let's talk about the other side. Quitting. Here's what happens when you quit. The pain stops immediately. Relief. You feel lighter. You feel free. You think, thank God that's over. But then something else starts. Something worse than the pain you were feeling. Regret. See, pain fades. Give it time and it disappears. The workout that hurt today, tomorrow you won't even remember it. The failure that crushed you this week, next month, it'll be a lesson. The heartbreak that destroyed you this year, in 5 years, it'll be growth. Pain is temporary, but regret, Regret doesn't fade. It compounds, it grows, it gets louder. It haunts you. 10 years from now, you won't remember the pain of pushing through, but you'll remember the moment you quit. You'll remember the dream you gave up on. You'll remember the person you could have been. You'll remember the what if. And here's the worst part. You can't go back. You can't undo quitting. Sure, you can try again later. You can start over, but it's not the same. Because you'll always know that you quit once. And if you quit once, you can quit again. Quitting creates a pattern. First time, you tell yourself it's just this once. It's not a big deal. You had good reasons. Second time, a little easier. You've done it before. You know how to justify it. So here's where you are right now. You're in pain. Everything hurts. You want to stop. This is the moment. Not the moment you succeed, not the moment you win. The moment you choose. This is the fork in the road. One path says, stop. This hurts too much. You've done enough. It's okay to quit. The other path says, keep going. Just one more step, one more rep, one more day. You can do this. Which path do you take? Let me tell you something about that pain you're feeling. It's lying to you. Your body is saying, I can't. But what it really means is, I don't want to. Your mind is saying, this is impossible. But what it really means is, this is uncomfortable. Your fear is saying, you'll fail. But what it really means is, you'll have to try. Pain exaggerates. Pain dramatizes. Pain makes everything seem worse than it is. Because pain's job isn't to tell you the truth. Pain's job is to get you to stop. But you know what? You don't have to listen to it. You can acknowledge the pain, feel it, accept it, and then do it anyway. This is what separates champions from everyone else. Not that they don't feel pain. They feel it just like you do. But they've learned to redefine what pain means. To them, pain isn't a stop sign. It's proof they're working. Pain isn't a warning. It's confirmation they're growing. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the price of greatness. So when you're in that moment, when everything hurts and you want to quit, you need to do something. Reframe it. Don't ask, how much does this hurt? Ask, how much do I want this? Don't think, I can't do this. Think, what would the person I want to become do? Don't say, this is too hard. Say, this is making me stronger. And then you make a choice. Not based on how you feel, based on who you want to be. Not based on what's easy, based on what matters. Not based on pain, based on purpose. Because here's the truth. The pain will pass whether you quit or not. But only one of those choices gets you closer to your goal. Only one of those choices makes you stronger. Only one of those choices you'll be proud of when you look back. Choose that one. Now let me paint you a picture. Imagine it's a year from now. You didn't quit, despite the pain, despite the doubt, despite every reason to stop. You kept going. That thing that hurt so much a year ago, you barely remember it now. But you remember the decision you made, the choice to push through. And you know what you have now? What pushing through that temporary pain gave you? Everything you wanted. The body you dreamed of. Yours. The skill you thought was impossible. Mastered. The goal that seemed so far away. Achieved. The person you wanted to become. You are them. Not because you're special, not because you're talented, not because it was easy. Because you understood something that most people never learn. Pain is temporary, but what you build through pain is permanent. Every rep that hurt built muscle that lasts. Every failure that stung built wisdom that remains. Every moment you wanted to quit but didn't build character that defines you. The pain is gone, but what it created, that stays. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You can't control the pain, but you can control your response to it. You can't avoid the struggle, but you can choose to see it as temporary. You can't make it easy, but you can make it worth it. And here's what happens when you live like this. When you stop running from pain and start using it as fuel. When you stop quitting when things get hard and start pushing through. When you stop seeing pain as permanent and start seeing it as a passing storm, you become unstoppable. Not because you don't feel pain, but because pain doesn't control you. Not because you don't want to quit, but because you've proven to yourself you won't. Not because the path is easy, but because you're strong enough for the hard path. And eventually, the pain that used to break you, it builds you. The struggle that used to stop you, it strengthens you. The moments you wanted to quit, they become the moments you're most proud of, because those were the moments you chose your future over your present feelings. You chose greatness over comfort. You chose permanent results over temporary relief. So right now, wherever you are, whatever you're facing, if you're in pain, if you want to quit, if you're thinking it's too hard, stop, take a breath, and remember this. Pain is temporary. The workout will end. The struggle will pass. The hurt will fade. This feeling you have right now, this won't last forever. But you know what will last forever? Your decision. If you quit, if you walk away, if you give up because it hurts, that's permanent. You can't undo it. You can't take it back. You'll carry it with you, the knowledge that when it got hard, you stopped. Endure.